Before Dharma could walk once again upon the soil of Ayodhya, before the name of Rama would be etched into the hearts of millions, before the songs of his valor, virtue, and sacrifice would echo through generations, there was a time of longing, a time of silence, a time when a king prayed not for power or victory, but simply for a child. Welcome back to Parampara Tales, where we delve deep into the sacred past, uncovering ancient wisdom that still shapes our present. In our last episode, we traced the divine lineage of Lord Rama, the Surya Vamsa solar dynasty. We explored the lives of great kings who ruled with truth and valor, who laid the foundation for the birth of one of the greatest beings to walk this earth. Today, we begin the sacred journey of Rama's birth. Not a mere tale of chance, but one of divine purpose, celestial intervention, and a desperate father's yearning. King Dasharatha of Ayodhya was a ruler like no other. His city thrived under his leadership. The streets bustled with joy, the granaries overflowed, and the people were content. His palace stood tall, guarded by skilled warriors and adorned with jewels. The land was prosperous. The sky smiled down on Ayodhya. But behind the royal curtains, beyond feasts and victories, there was a pain that never left the king's heart: quiet emptiness. Despite all his wealth and kingdom, Dasharatha had no child. He had 3 queens: Kausalya, noble and grateful; Kaikeyi, fierce and intelligent; and Sumitra, gentle and wise. Each queen loved the king dearly. Each prayed for a child. Years passed, festivals came and went. The palace remained quiet. There was no sound of tiny footsteps, no laughter of children. The king grew older, and the fear grew louder in his heart. Who would carry the Ikshvaku legacy? Who would guide Ayodhya in the next age? In his desperation, Dasharatha turned to the wise sages and priests of his court. After intense consultation, the answer was unanimous. "O king," they said, "your destiny lies in the performance of Putrakameshti Yagna." The Putrakameshti Yagna, a ritual so sacred, so powerful, that when performed with pure intention, it could invite the blessings of the gods themselves. But it was not a simple ritual. It needed a soul so pure, so untouched by the world, to perform it. That soul was Sage Rishya Shringa. Far away from the noise of kingdoms and the temptations of the world lived Sage Rishya Shringa. Born of divine circumstances and raised in an ashram, the sage had never seen the chaos of cities or the glamour of royalty. His purity was his power. When Dasharatha requested his presence, the sage humbly agreed, moved by the sincerity of the king's plea. Ayodhya welcomed the sage with reverence. Flowers were strewn on the roads. The people chanted Vedic hymns. Even nature responded. Soft rains blessed the land as the sage stepped into the city. The city of Ayodhya was transformed. Sacred fires were lit in every home. The air vibrated with chants and mantras. Altars were built using precise measurement guided by ancient texts. Every corner was clean and sanctified. The entire kingdom paused, not for war, not for coronation, but for hope. The Putrakameshti Yagna began. Offerings were made, sacred woods, herbs, and clarified butter were fed to the fire. The flames rose higher, carrying the prayers to the heavens. Dasharatha sat by the fire, his eyes closed, hands folded, heart laid bare. Every syllable uttered by the priests, every drop offered, was filled with longing. Then, from within the flames, a divine figure emerged. Glowing with celestial light, his presence stilled the winds and silenced the birds. He held in his hands a golden vessel, shimmering with a radiant nectar. He spoke, "O noble king, your powers have touched the heavens. This is divine payasam. Let it be shared among your queens, and they shall bear sons of unmatched glory." Dasharatha received the vessel with trembling hands. Tears welled in his eyes. His soul rejoiced. He gave half to Queen Kausalya, one quarter to Queen Kaikeyi, and from what remained, that is one quarter, he divided and gave both quarters to Sumitra. Destiny had been set in motion. Months passed. The sky turned golden, and on the ninth day of the month of Chaitra, under the Punarvasu Nakshatra or Pushya Nakshatra, Queen Kaushalya gave birth to a child whose glow rivaled that of the sun. Rama was born. A divine silence swept through Ayodhya. The ages wept with joy. The people celebrated. The gods above looked down in awe. Soon after, Queen Kaikeyi gave birth to Bharata, and Queen Sumitra gave birth to twins, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. The palace echoed with celebration. Musicians played day and night. The city danced. Ayodhya had not just one, but four divine princes. From their early days, the princes showed signs of greatness. Rama was calm, focused, and full of compassion. His eyes reflected wisdom beyond his years. Lakshmana, inseparable from his elder brother Rama, followed him like a shadow, fierce and loyal. Bharata grew into a wise and noble soul, deeply loved by the people. And Shatrughna, quiet but strong, became the backbone of the family. Their laughter filled the palace gardens, and their presence brought peace to the hearts of the people. But their destiny was greater than play and joy. Time was coming when a sage would arrive at the gates of Ayodhya, and that would change everything. Thus began the divine journey of the four princes, born of fire, blessed by the gods, and destined to restore Dharma. This is not just the story of a birth, it is the lighting of a divine spark that would one day guide a kingdom, challenge evil, and become the very definition of righteousness. In our next episode, we will follow their education, values, and the fateful visit of sage Vishwamitra, a moment that would propel Rama onto the path of legend. Until then, stay with us at Parampara Tales. Like, share, and subscribe. Let the ancient stories continue to breathe through you. Let Dharma rise again. Until then, may the light of Dharma guide your path.